This is Smithy.tv.
We're live. All of a sudden, I'm just going to stare at that camera. I'm right there in your living room. Does that creep you out? Kind of bothers me a little bit. So I'm just going to move right along and say, hey! With me as always is Sue.
Told the cats to log in.
Yeah. Thomas and Orville could be watching at home right now. Weird. My computer is on, boys, so yeah. So Sue, how do you feel? Live. Yeah, there you are.
Yeah.
But what better way to start than to bring back a very good friend.
Yes.
Who was only on the show like a month ago. But let's be honest, we'd have her on every show that we could.
That's true.
That's true. Our very own Hulk. Mary Krohnert.
Mary Smash. Scores. Please. Have to be polite.
Yes. But well, Canadian Hulk. Yes, why not? So, Mary, thanks for coming back.
No, thank you so much for having me back. This is awesome.
You brought friends.
I brought friends.
I mean,
Wonderful, talented
Yeah,
friends.
I mean, and more than two.
Are you?
There's
Did you
like-
doubt that I had any other friends?
There was rumors. I'm just saying.
She's got
Okay, these are my only other friends.
That's a good point. I forgot to count it. And we can't see him, but sitting behind the camera is your awesome husband, Anthony.
Hello.
Which is very
I'll
cool.
see him.
But we are joined by Mark Huisman and Ben
Deutsch.
See, good thing you saved me on that one because I was not the way I was going to say it. I would have been in trouble if I was going to say it. Okay. But yeah, Deutsch, yeah, that's good German.
Ya, pero yo no hablo inglés.
This is going to be a really
This is
short
gonna
interview. Last time I prepared for a multi-language interview, it just, went right out the window. But before we get into what we're here to talk about, to get to know you guys a little better, your favorite movies of all time. If you go with the Muppet movie, I'm not going to be shocked.
No. Actually, I would have to say the one that I keep coming back to is Brazil.
Ooh, that is on my list of movies that I'm about
is
to
not the
watch
Muppet
again.
movie.
It is
No, it's not.
a fantastically
It is.
imperfect film.
Yeah, Terry Gilliam is awesome. Now, do you have a preferred version? Because he's got like that 5-disc Criterion Collection version.
You know what? I understand why they put out the theatrical version,
Right.
But I just like the additional footage in the director's cut.
Okay.
It's because it isn't complete. It's this mishmash of things and images, and it's just Terry Gilliam, no matter what he does, no matter how bad it may turn out in total, he always shows us something we've never seen before.
Yeah.
Like Monica Bellucci in Brothers Grimm. Just saying. So hot. So hot. Monica, call me. I don't know what you're doing with Vincent Cassell. I don't. But yeah, good choice. It's weird that you should say that, though, because I'm working my way through the 101 sci-fi movies you have to see before you die. I'm in 1982 right now. Best year ever for science fiction. Yeah. And Brazil's coming up in the next couple of years, and I haven't watched it in like a decade, so I'm looking forward to going back to it.
Absolutely, yeah.
Dude, 1982, E.T., Star Trek.
Oh. What's your favorite movie?
good for
Oh,
you.
Blade Runner is my.
Yes!
I've seen it like a million times.
I just rewatched my copy the other night.
It's what every sci-fi movie tries to be that came after that.
Yeah, I think. In my rewatch, I said it's probably the perfect sci-fi film. I mean, Ridley Scott is a perfectionist.
It set the bar,
Yeah.
definitely, yeah.
And it's just between that and Alien, I can kind of forgive him for Prometheus. I like a lot of what Prometheus did, but not all of it.
I don't know if I can forgive.
But Alien-
Some beautiful
yeah.
performances.
It's
Some beautiful
sort of like
things.
Indiana Jones. You
Oh,
just pretend there
yeah.
are three
Three of them?
movies,
Yeah.
and with Alien, it's okay. There are even
There are two.
No. Yeah, I count the third one.
Really?
I actually count it,
Okay.
but you know, anything after that, no.
Yeah.
No.
That's fair. But yeah, I love Michael Krohnert. I
Yeah.
love it. I was just in my review. I was saying that I love to wander Toronto, like when it's raining and all the neons reflecting. And I just
Yeah.
listen to the Vangelis score over and over again.
I still want to get the umbrella from Thinky. Yeah. It lights up.
Fantastic.
Whenever we're at the crosswalk and I see the Don't Walk.
Don't walk. Don't walk.
I do the soundtrack for myself.
This is going to be a good show for the geeks, I think.
It's and I knew it so
Geeks
well
unite.
because I watched it so many times growing up as a teenager that I knew Harrison Ford's narration like backwards and forwards.
Mm.
And then, of course, I was like, "What?
Was your heart
there's this
broken?
other version?" Or,
Yeah.
Which was it made it cooler.
Oh
it,
yeah.
it made the audience, it respected the audience because it didn't talk down to, with the narration. I'm like, yeah, this is the way it's supposed to read. Ridley Scott, you're awesome.
Everyone else, take notes.
That's right.
Come on.
But enough about Ridley Scott. As much as I like Ridley, and you really need to come on the show. You guys are launching like a little,
Puppets.
yeah, August in the Underworld, right?
Yep.
It
Yep.
just sounds awesome. Well, I watched the little clip for it today.
Yep.
Shared it and linked it and all that stuff.
Thank you, because we are doing our best to get the funding to do the entire series, and the more people that watch our promo and like it, please, the better chance we have. So,
And you guys have a campaign on Indiegogo, or is it?
we've applied to the Independent Production Fund, IPF,
Yeah.
and the first stage of their application, they want to see what kind of effect we can have on the world out there. So
Come on, world.
yeah,
I mean, it's puppets.
it's
all
puppets.
puppets.
Is it all
puppets?
okay.
Yeah, all puppets. It's a mishmash of mythologies in the underworld. You've got it's funny, it's sexy, it's bizarre.
Sexy puppets. I'm just saying.
And no
Never
CG.
underestimate.
Which I love.
Yeah.
As soon as you guys mentioned that in the little
Yeah.
trailer clip, I'm like, yes. And I love somebody was working the eyes.
Yes, that
and
was
I'm
me.
like, that is so cool. 'Cause I geek out over all that. I love
Yeah.
like.
Yeah, we can't wait to do slugs.
That's true.
Is that what-
That's
Yeah.
what they're basically doing.
That's
An army of
that.
slugs, yeah.
Yeah. There are going to be a lot of slugs.
Because they kind of took
A
over the
lot.
underworld.
I'm gonna shadow puppet that so much when I get home. Totally
'Cause-
freaking out the cats with it.
Yeah, they
Is that a slug on the wall? Get the
Now
slug.
Phineas came back from World War One or two.
World War II. He
World
was
War
a he was a fighter pilot. He was awarded with the Medal of Honor. But during the war, his brother died. He gets home to find out that his fiancée left him for a one-eyed musician, and he's got
There's
apparently.
a sex joke in
I'll keep an eye out for you. Sorry.
No, that was good. Totally stealing that.
And then he accidentally falls into the underworld, has his soul stolen, he has to retrieve it, and he ends up, and the underworld turns out to be a mishmash of all the world's mythologies of the underworld, so you get everything.
Nice.
Yeah, and things are in an uproar, so
Okay.
he has to find his soul and rebalance good and evil.
Ooh.
Yeah.
But no pressure.
No pressure.
It's all
I
fine.
love. Yeah. I'd watch that. Hell yeah. And puppets.
Yeah.
All puppets. Sorry.
Yeah.
Puppets.
It's all
Now-
Cats.
Where did you guys like learn to do? I mean, did you like start in your bedrooms with socks? Or-
Okay, now.
puppetry. Are we still talking about puppetry? Oh, sorry.
Clarification. There are shops for that other stuff. Not that I've been.
And only because I've been all my tweeting puppet love. I've often almost tweeted hashtag puppet love, and then I think, oh no, that's just gonna go down
That's
a
gonna start a
horribly
whole
dark.
new subgenre. Yeah.
I'm sure.
You're more innocent.
Ouch.
And I have only this much innocence left. So, yeah. sorry,
Wow.
socks and bedrooms. Continue.
Yeah, maybe that's bad phrasing. But I mean, where did the love come from? Where did it start?
For me,
Not for socks, by the way.
I mean, for me, it started with the Muppets and Jim Henson.
Yes.
I mean, it was. I mean, I was an archaeologist, so it was.
Get out of
It was a
town.
natural progression. and
Just playing with the
writing.
bones. Look what I
So
found.
someone asked me one day what would be my dream job, and I never even considered that it would be a job. It's, when you're a kid, no one thinks that anybody can be a puppeteer as a career or something. And I just wanted to be a puppeteer, and as I started looking around in Toronto, how can I do this? And I met the great people at Puppet Mongers and did some stuff with them. And eventually I met Robert Mills, who worked with Jim Henson on Fraggle Rock and the Jim Henson Hour and on Labyrinth and all this stuff. And I got to know him, and he started giving me puppetry lessons eventually. And then I got my first gig at on Treehouse doing a show called Ants in Your Pants. And it just kind of ballooned from that.
Wow.
Yeah, it was neat. So
That's totally. And
my background's more like
archaeology.
TV kind of thing. Yeah, archaeology.
Dude.
Digging in the Middle East,
No.
Yeah.
Dun, dun,
Let's just
dun.
talk about all that. That'd just be wicked.
Oh, puppets are way more fun.
Yes.
But a puppet archaeologist.
Oh, I know.
The
It should be done.
I know.
Yeah.
I got the experience on it. Yeah. Mark?
I've sort of come to puppetry backwards. I'm an actor, first and foremost, and I've done a lot of shows that require mask work. And in some of these shows, they said, "Oh, this character could be a puppet," so they would throw a puppet at me and have to figure it out. I'd always loved puppets. Of course, I watched the Muppet Show, and probably the most influential thing was an hour and a half show I saw when I was about 17 years old, which I grew up in the country. There was nothing around. I was in a car with my girlfriend at the time, and we saw a sign that said Puppet Show in Durham, Ontario, and in the library, and we went, let's check it out. And it turned out to be this German master puppeteer who was touring with this one-man show. He just set up a string with a bunch of puppets behind him and a little tiny stage. Everybody sat in front, and he absolutely spellbound this audience of rubes for a full hour and a half. And the thing that got me was some of his puppets were very, very realistic, and he did marionettes and things like that. He had one that was just a pair of elongated teardrops, like a reverse teardrop, attached by a universal joint. And that became the sexiest ballerina / music hall dancer, and all it was the legs, but the way that it walked in and the hips rolled, and I was blown away by this because it had full personality, and it was just a pair of inanimate shapes, and it blew my mind what he was capable of creating with that. So that has always been in the back of my head, and just the idea that storytelling can be so much stronger than all the CGI in the world, and a puppet, a shadow on the wall, or a piece of cloth on your hand can mesmerize people.
Yeah, and get like a huge emotional reaction.
Exactly.
Yoda.
Yeah. Exactly. Well, I feel that
Who looks wiser than Yoda?
it's true, and there's something I think in the human psyche that allows this to bypass layers and layers of cynicism and go straight into the imagination. You will accept that the fork is your grandfather when somebody's explaining it. It's just one of those things.
You compare the theatrical War Horse with the movie version. It's a totally different experience, and people really connect when you see that something is tangible. It's real, and you buy into that.
Oh yeah.
And those War Horse puppets were phenomenal. I was blessed with the opportunity to have 2 auditions as a puppeteer for that show, and they were difficult. They were heavy. They were awkward. But as soon as you hit it, suddenly you had a live horse on your hands, and it was
That would have been
amazing.
So cool. Yeah, that was one of my biggest regrets is that I did not get to see the show when I was here.
That's
I
too
had
bad.
every intention, and my Reels kind of just took over. When they come back, I'm sure we'll get free passes. I know they need publicity. You know, nobody's heard of this little thing called the Warhorse at all. But oh, that's so wicked. Now, the thing that I always love is watching how a character's voice develops, like for a puppet.
Right.
Because you see, like, I can't even remember the guy's name, but you would see him sitting in front of a mirror, playing with the puppet, just trying out different voices, different ways to move the mouth, and different emotions, and I just love seeing those characters come to life. Now, I guess you guys have a couple friends that we can bring out in a minute or two to kind of show us how this happened, right? This is a rumor I've heard. Anthony's kind of promised me that there's magic here tonight.
Absolutely.
I bring the puppets.
Is there magic, Anthony? is there magic in the house? Can you do magic?
I was a professional touring juggler and magician for years.
Can you teach me to juggle?
Illusion, Michael. That's a little Arrested Development joke for people who don't watch that show. But I'm getting a quick wrap-up sign from our friend Bonnie. We're going to take a quick commercial break. I don't know. Sue will sing.
Mary's going to do Tide.
And we'll come back with some... Ben and Mark is going to show us some puppets and introduce us to the characters of Phineas in the Underworld.
Awesome. For those of you watching
August
this
in the
live,
Underworld.
August in the Underworld.
Please
Phineas
bear
is
with
his
us.
first
It
name.
says first
I
name.
pay
Yeah.
attention. So, yeah, we'll be right back.
Hi, I'm David Bronstein, king of late night TV. You know, I'm a TV guy. I produce infomercials. I book the airtime. But all the action has changed now. The world is topsy-turvy. The world's went upside down. Now, to market your product, to market your service, you got to produce videos and market them online. On all these social networking sites, the Facebooks, the Twitters, the MySpaces, the YouTubes, Funny Junk, E-Bombs World. These video sites are the new television networks online. And one day, you can upload your video online and get millions and millions of views. There are products and services making a fortune online, not on television anymore. They can't make any money on TV. They're all online and they're producing videos.
So we're back after that cute little commercial kerfuffle. We do want to thank anybody who did start watching us live because we did see that there was some tweeting action going on there. It is going to be resolved. It was, like we said, the grand experiment.
Yeah.
So it gives our producer and our op, who's Bonnie tonight. Bonnie's operating tonight. You can do a webcam. Do a webcam, Bonnie. Yeah. That's Bonnie, everybody. And Ryan, who is our producer, of course. So they wanted to test it and see what it was going to do. And we thought tonight would be a great time to do it because puppets.
Hello.
Which we're very happy to show on screen now because, like we said, Mary brought friends. And so, Mary, who have you brought? What's going on here? I'm a little freaked out.
Okay, this guy here is, and if you gotta, let me know if I pronounce your name right. Innsmouth.
Yes.
I'm sorry?
Yes. Innsmouth. Innsmouth.
Okay, all right, I got it.
Seems kind of unhappy. I'm just
Well,
saying.
you know what? I actually don't know Innsmouth that well.
Maybe that's why he's unhappy.
It could be.
Yes.
What would you like to tell everybody about yourself?
My mother.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Don't worry, I'm a therapist. I can handle this. Sorry.
My
Should I get you some
mother.
crayons? Oh, buddy.
I'm
My
sorry.
mother was a fish.
That's okay.
My father was a fisherman.
Oh.
Oh.
That's wrong on so many levels.
Yeah.
And then,
You're going to need a lot of paper,
Buddy.
little man.
is it all right if I introduce our other guest?
Oh,
Okay.
Great, you're just going to leave them there depressed
No,
like
no,
that, huh?
okay.
Look what you did.
See, it's hard.
Fair,
It's
fair,
hard.
yeah,
I know.
fair.
I mean, I haven't worked
You're licensed
in that
in
sense
everything.
with puppets before, but it's hard.
They are the art. This really is making pictures feel better.
We also have Lord Eek in the house.
Yes.
Now, he sounds kind of
No.
important.
Yes.
He's a lord. There it is.
There's, yeah,
Yes.
rather imperious looking.
He needs a theme song.
No, he will.
What is the meaning of this?
Uh,
Why have you called me here?
Lord Eek, we've invited you to join us because you are the new Lord of the Underworld, are you not?
I am. Yes.
So,
Go on.
And everyone wanted to meet you, right?
Well, of course. But, well, let me tell you something. You don't summon me. I summon you. Yes.
Fair enough. Thanks for coming.
Happily
Okay.
summoned.
Well, you just let us know when you want us. You're scaring me. Please.
It's those eyes.
Okay.
Yes, the bite,
So,
yeah.
yes, Lord Eek is the newest Lord of the Underworld in our show, and he's. I have trouble talking when he's looking.
It's a very intense stare.
But yeah, he is the chief antagonist to our hero, August.
Hey.
Yeah.
So, and Eek holds many secrets.
Like pulling off a floral kimono, I guess.
You need to be a powerful.
Sorry.
Don't talk, Lordy.
That's right.
Gotta be careful.
You have no idea what could happen to you.
Now I'm a little afraid.
Yeah, he's.
Those eyes are just freaking
I mean,
out.
he's near the cupcakes.
Let me say, you are all lucky you're up here and not down there.
I think that's true for a lot of reasons.
Yes.
Oh, man.
Now you work with a lot of slugs, I hear.
Oh, yes, indeed. We have minions. Yes, minions.
That's good. Wow. And any hobbies?
Let's see. Well, other than controlling everything,
It's probably time consuming.
it's a little time consuming. Yes.
Now, after being Lord of the Underworld, are you afraid you're going to be typecast?
Typecast. No, of course not. I can do humor. You don't think I'm funny?
No, absolutely. I
Only
apologize.
when you mean to be, Lordy.
Yes. What he
I
said.
am terribly funny. Yes.
Well, we've depressed two puppets.
That's right. Wow, look at us. 2 for 2. He's got that little Charlie Brown walk going on.
He's so dramatic.
Thank you, Lordy.
Oh.
Brilliant. I don't know how I'd get any work done with a puppet at all. I would be constantly distracted.
Now you see, they're amazing to work with. I'm not as you know. I'm very very new at working with puppets. Everything I've learned has been through working with Mark and Ben and pieces here
Wherever
and there.
Ben is.
Yeah, true.
Back after the next commercial break.
But it's something changes when puppets are in the room.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Because I think, there I was speaking to Lord Eek. I wasn't talking to anybody else, just Lord Eek. He laid the smack down, so I'm just saying. There's something under the table, and I'm not quite sure what it is.
Emotionally need anyway, so.
Wow.
Something? Oh, not something! And Dr. McCready.
All right.
Yes. No. Yeah. Oh, there we go.
Let's go.
Some practice for your Brogon.
Yeah,
This is
it's
Dr.
practice.
McCready. I've worked with him before on
I
stage.
do like the look of Dr. McCready.
Yep, it's me bedside manner.
Oh. Ba-dum-bum. Now, what are you a doctor of?
Oh, just a general practitioner. But I have a particular way of working.
Please.
Okay.
I believe that there are two means of health. One is meat. You need to eat a lot of meat. It's good for your blood, it's good for your bones, it's good for your hair, and it's good for your stamina.
And don't ask him about what stamina means, because he will go on and on.
Really?
Yes.
And stamina then would mean what?
That brings us to the second part of health. A good sexual relation is very healthy, but don't abuse yourself.
No.
Don't do that. That's just nasty.
I was gonna go with lonely, but nasty works.
Yeah.
So does this go back to eating a lot of meat?
I believe there must be a connection there. Eat your meat, don't play with it, perhaps.
Yes. That's a good point, little lady.
Oh, well, thank you.
Leave it to the whore.
I did not know.
Now you do.
Well, how do you feel in Chile?
Oh my God. Okay. Okay.
All right. So we've depressed 2 puppets, and we've basically had our friend molested here on the show this evening.
Oh,
I'm running out of water.
I'm loving it. That's great. Okay, now, where did the characters come from? Like Dr. McCready, obviously, he's not part of the series.
No,
so
Dr.
he's-
McCready was actually part of a show that my wife and I, we are March Light Films. We wrote August in the Underworld, and her name's Claire Frances Muir, and she and I wrote a play called Kissing Swinburne, which was about the Victorian poet Algernon Swinburne.
Okay.
But it explored his dreams, memories, and hallucinations.
Okay.
And Dr. McCready was how he saw his doctor. So he would actually rise up out of the bedclothes and talk to him. And this was a show we did in the 2010 Toronto Fringe, and won a few awards for that. And,
Awesome.
yeah, and Mary was in that
Yeah.
as well. It was,
Sweet.
it was a cast of 3 humans and 18 puppets.
Oh my God.
And it was extraordinary. I mean, these puppets are different than any other puppets I've known. They're your unique, like Marchlight's unique creation. They're, and even I can't say I've ever encountered any storytelling using puppets like Marchlight before. There's, like Mark was saying, that there's a certain type of fantasy and magic there. There's whimsy, but it's very naughty. It's also very smart, what it draws upon. There's a lot of web series stuff out there right now they're fantastic. You know, they're using puppets in ways that we haven't seen in a very long time. And a lot of it's just for humor, and there's nothing wrong with that.
No.
But this is revisiting some of the stuff that I love, that I miss, stuff that Henson used to do so well, you know, with using fantasy, the labyrinth and Dark Crystal kind of stories beginning to emerge, but in a very new, very fresh way. You know, how could I not want to be a part of that? I don't know. It's
I wanna
because
be
of...
back. I'm not even a puppeteer. I wanna.
And there's also just something so amazing about having these characters appear in your hands. Like it's building them. I sculpt them. My wife paints them and builds their costumes and stuff. And you enter with something in your head, and as you're working, it becomes something more. It becomes something just amazing. And then when you bring them to life and other people recognize the character, or they just key into that heart that you built into them in the first place, there's nothing like it. It's quite astounding.
Puppets. I could just sit here and say that all night. I love puppets. Muppets.
Which is a good spot for a break.
Yeah, sure. Well, I go think
Well,
about
you
Muppets
go
for an
say
hour.
it all night.
Right.
Well,
Right,
Tim
that's
says
it.
he loves puppets.
Puppets. Not in that way.
But you could if you chose to.
It should have to be really something.
So
I mean, more than just a pair of socks. So yeah, we'll be right back.
Hi, I'm David Bronstein, king of late night TV. You know, I'm a TV guy. I produce infomercials. I book the airtime. But all the action has changed now. The world is topsy-turvy. The world's went upside down. Now, to market your product, to market your service, you got to produce videos and market them online. On all these social networking sites, the Facebooks, the Twitters, the MySpaces, the YouTubes, Funny Junk, E-Bombs World. These video sites are the new television networks online. And one day, you can upload your video online and get millions and millions of views. There are products and services making a fortune online, not on television anymore. They can't make any money on TV. They're all online and they're producing videos.
We're back!
We sure are.
Still saying puppets. And Ben, you totally missed it.
What did I miss?
Lord Eek, man, came all the way up
Lord
from the
of the
underworld.
Oh,
Came up, talked about slugs, threatened me. I might have.
Wow, sorry, I had a really
We
long
made so
bathroom
many mistakes.
break.
It happens.
Yeah.
Gotta watch out for those smoke burgers. Just saying. But yeah, he was awesome.
Oh, wow.
If he had
He's,
arms, I would have been really scared. I'm just saying.
He doesn't have arms, but he has minions.
That's right.
Be careful.
But how fast can a slug move? Honestly.
Doesn't, like
Is it in
zombies,
a
it
very
doesn't matter
small-
when there's that many
Isn't
of
there
them.
a racing or a snail or whatever? Racing
That's a good
snail?
point.
Oh, wow. See, I have a problem with Never Ending Story.
Was there not a racing snail though?
There
Was
was.
that never ending?
Yeah.
That was my problem.
I was just jealous.
Oh, Bastion? Falcor?
The princessy.
Childlike empress.
Wasn't it Aura or something
She-
like that?
I just have a problem with her. I don't know why.
know.
I don't know why.
She needed a slap.
She can't play Gavroche in the upcoming.
No.
Not like you could.
Apparently, the campaign has started. Apparently, would make a great Gavroche.
Yeah?
It's been decided.
Okay.
Okay.
She plays young. And a boy this time.
How do you feel about that, Anthony?
Maybe playing Gavroche?
Or a boy?
He did.
And actually, I think we had you as like Hulk Javert as
Yes.
well.
Hulk Javert would
That's
be
a
awesome.
musical that I would
Yeah.
I would pay to see that.
Yeah.
Hope Chabert starring Lacey Chabert. That would be good. I want to see that. I'm gonna shut up.
But yes, so we've got puppets.
Yes.
You guys have like you guys are you're not worried so much about the funding yet right now. We're trying.
We're getting attention.
Yeah. But is there how can we help you get more attention? What
You
can we do?
It's
Or
pretty
what can
simple.
you do?
Oh, that's nice. Let's all point at the camera. Which one?
Now.
I don't know.
Which camera? Maybe the wide?
Wide? Up at the point of the wire. There we go.
There you go. That's what
This
you
is
do.
what you can do for us.
Sorry.
Okay.
Sorry, Bonnie. I just. Because it's not about money, right? Well, it is about money. One of the ways we're trying to get money is to show that there's an audience out there, people who can appreciate the stories that we're telling and the way that we're telling these stories. We want to make this web series, and we're seeking some funding from the IPF right now. And one of the things they want to know is, who's out there, who's watching. So you don't have to give us money right now. Might be back in a little while after that. For now.
With a big stick.
But we'll give you something. Never mind. I'm not
For the month of March?
Yeah, for the month of March, we need everyone to just watch the teaser. Tell us what you think about it. If you like it, that's great. Leave
Watch it
comments.
again.
Yeah.
From a different
It's only 2
view.
minutes.
It's 2 minutes. It's fun. It's got a couple of little surprises in it.
Yeah.
And
And it gives you a real taste for what it is. And leave comments. Tell us on YouTube.
Yeah,
that
let
you
us
like
know.
it. Tell us if you don't. Tell us if you have some ideas. That
This
you'd like us
is
to throw
this is
in.
a time that it's still shaping.
Yeah.
So we can adjust to what people
Absolutely.
So like not even all the
Excited about.
characters have been created yet.
are. We're still
growing.
building puppets, so
Oh.
we're open to inspiration.
Nice. Now-
so
Well, maybe
You
one.
send you pictures of my cats.
Now,
You would
down,
make a great puppet.
Flynn's just crazy. Now, as the campaign progresses and the web series gets closer and closer, will we get peeks at these puppets as you go along?
Yeah,
like maybe
absolutely.
like even little featurettes, like this week, this is how we made this guy.
I've been prepping the workshop, and I'm just dying to get in there and get sculpting. And
Another word I love right
Working
there
on
is,
that.
is workshop, especially when they think they're making puppets.
His workshop is packed full of puppets.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's awesome. Because because even from the little 2-minute clip, and I'm not going to spoil it because you need to go watch it. It looks funny. It looks really smart at the same time. And it plays, well, like you said, with all kinds of mythology. It takes the very essence of the traditional quest and kind of twists it and puts it on its ear.
And even the characters that you think you're gonna know, we put a spin on them. So
I like that a lot.
We're hearing something.
oh yeah,
Something
and-
about a poppy.
Oh yeah, it's a whispering off camera.
Yeah. So watching Anthony,
Sorry, everybody at home.
Not there.
Anthony was massaging his chest, and it reminded me that there's also romance in the piece.
Oh, I thought he was just trying to get me turned on. I'm not quite sure what that was.
Yeah,
I
he
don't know
drew
what
a
that
big
was.
heart.
It's so basic.
Yeah, and he wanted me to mention that there is romance. There is the character of Poppy, who is she's kick-ass. She's been surviving down in the underworld before August gets there, and she knows her way around a bit, and she helps August find his way through. But there's definitely some attraction there.
Something for everybody in this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's tactile because it's all something you can see
Yeah.
with your own eyes. Like you could almost reach in and grab it, kind of thing. Like Yoda.
But there's a mix. There's a mix because there is the very tactile, the stuff that you're looking at and you're saying, oh yeah, that's real. But there's going to be elements of how did they do that?
Oh,
So,
yes, please.
yeah.
That's my favorite part because I love just sitting there and trying to figure out how.
Yeah.
I'm actually
I'm gonna
really
want
excited
answers.
for getting the props too, because all the props can be real, and I think when we were talking and developing, a lot of things were coming out were a bit steampunky and Victorian style, old styles and that, but everything's going to have to be small, like puppet size.
Yeah.
So that's going to be so exciting to be gathering and building, making things like that. It's going to be so neat.
That's gonna be wicked.
Yeah.
Not only do I want to see this, I want to see all the behind-the-scenes features.
We're hoping to do that as well. Yeah, I mean, we already have some outtakes. Just shooting our promo. It's an eclectic and crazy and very talented group of people, and when you get that kind of creativity in a room, things start firing off, and you go, I can't use it, but it's brilliant.
We'll save it for later. Yeah, we'll save it for the second series.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, you bring that back. Oh man.
I wish we could tell you every single character
No.
right now.
I'd rather be walk into it and just teach me, show me what you know. Yeah. I think it'll be cooler discovering the world as a viewer.
That's
Yeah.
what I'm thinking. Like I said, there will be characters that you've heard of in mythology, and some you may not know from other mythologies. But there's some, we have our own twist on all of those.
Actually, if you watch the teaser
Mhm.
and you see some of the sculpts
When you watch the teaser.
when you watch the teaser,
5 or 6
you
or
might
7
be able
times.
to look and see a couple of clips as hints as to some of the mythologies or characters that are coming
Oh,
through.
cool.
Sketching a couple and
Sketching a couple you were actually creating in the workshop.
That's right. I was working on
a little maquette of one.
Okay,
So-
yeah.
I'll give
remember
the
that,
name
yeah.
for Beazle. Working on Beazle.
Oh, see, there's a name I recognize.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Have you
Sounds
started?
awfully familiar.
Yeah.
Or the name, sorry.
Yes.
Maybe not the character.
Yeah.
Have you started Rat Girl yet?
I've done a little an attempt at her. I'm not satisfied yet, but she's coming together. She's coming together. Rat Girl is very fun.
She's awesome.
And Beazle is a bouncer, so yeah.
That's right, because Satan is now like a bartender.
Yeah, he's
he got
managing
kicked
a
out by
bar.
Lord Eek.
Yeah.
That guy's got some power.
Yeah. So he's
the minions.
bartending. He's not too pleased about it. So. Yeah.
It's like he got repossessed.
Oh. So yeah.
So Bonnie just turned my sound down, by the way. Thanks, Bonnie.
So just to repeat it ad nauseum, you can go to augustintheunderworld.com, which is one place that you can see the video. It's on YouTube.
Yeah.
And yeah, the more people that we get to watch it, the better our chances of impressing the people at IPF.
Now you guys have like a Facebook page and everything, and
Yes, we
the whole
do.
9 yards. Twitter, is it Twitter?
We
feeds
are
up
on
there?
Twitter,
Yes.
August Series, at August Series.
I bet you Bonnie's
Yeah.
all over that for us,
At
isn't
August series, we're on Tumblr,
Really?
August in the
Tumblr.
Underworld,
Yeah. so-
Facebook. And we have 1 month to get viewers assembled.
Okay.
We need our own minions.
Considering we just launched it this morning,
Yeah.
we
That's
have
true.
just been thrilled with the response
Yeah.
that we've
Oh, yeah.
had so far. Like just people that I thought it would just be our friends today, to be honest. But there are a lot of people I have no idea who they are, but they're already responding, saying, "Can't
That's
wait to see
awesome.
this." Sounds great.
Because it does. It looks fantastic. I love the fact that the characters look, well, from the characters we've met, they look kind of human, but not necessarily. And there's a little something to each of them that just kind of goes a little off. But
And it's
in a cool
definitely
way.
Mark's own style. There are no other puppets that I've seen that are like this, like the shape of where the jaw,
Mhm.
the ones that we have where the jaw is actually kind of floating in a way. It's kind
Yeah.
of creepy and it's really eerie, but it's really neat. And that aesthetic, and we're going to continue to do something like that. It's going to be really, it's neat with these
It's
sculpted
very
face
cool.
and these jaws.
Yeah.
It'll be cool.
Yeah.
Not to say that that's going to be the only kind
No,
of puppet
no,
that
of
we
course.
use. We have sections that we're planning to use shadow puppetry, and we've got some. They're not true marionettes, but we'll be using some marionette techniques
Mhm.
to create the hordes.
That's hordes.
Yes, with a D.
Hordes.
And that's not a.
All of a sudden, I saw a whole bunch of little Marys running around.
Let me write that down.
Oh dear. It's the only CGI in the whole thing. Release the hordes.
I don't know what that was, but I was just doing it. I have no idea.
That was your own
Are you
It's
second
best not
guessing
to know.
this? You're like,
Yeah.
maybe she shouldn't be a part of it.
I'm sorry. I said that. I'm sorry.
That's okay. You've been holding back all night. And,
No,
and,
well, it was never my thing. I'm very proud of Sue for holding back tonight.
Do you wanna?
Because it looks like there's one just waiting to bust
It'll
out.
come out when it's ready.
Wow.
Story of my life right there.
Wow.
Wow. Huh.
So when you guys were rehearsing, because there was a bit of like a table read sort of scenario,
Yeah.
did you do that with puppets after as well, or?
Well, certainly, Ben has already been coaching us on a finer, because television puppetry is different than live,
Right.
live stage puppetry, and Ben's started coaching us on techniques for that. And of course, each puppet, as you described, sitting there, you have to figure out not just the way he speaks, but the visual vocabulary of a puppet. The same way you would with a mask. You have to figure out how, what is this saying when I do that? So it's the same with the puppet. And,
I love that.
And we'll need to rehearse. What you saw of the table read was fun because the piece was originally written as one continuous show. We were playing with the idea of doing another theater piece, live theater. And then as we continued working on it, we realized that it naturally broke itself into chapters.
Sure.
And we thought, with some refining, this could be a lot of fun on camera. And it opened up a whole world of possibilities that we couldn't have done on stage.
I mean, and not to detract from a stage experience, but by doing it as a web series, chances are you're going to get more viewers.
Well, and we've already had people saying, "Is this going to be on in the States? Can we have that kind of thing?" And when this series happens, it will be because of all the people that they're online. It'll be because of, where am I going to look at? I have no idea. Because of you and you.
I felt like you were about to burst into song.
It will be because of the online. The people that they're online who want to see stuff like that, because this is where they have power.
Yeah.
All of the people who love this stuff who don't see it on TV, they can make it happen, and this wouldn't happen on TV. I don't think this would happen anywhere.
No.
Well, we start. I mean, we can start this way, and who knows where it goes from there.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And
Well, I mean, there's huge talk nowadays for web series as the new television media. Because there's so much going on out there. I mean, in Toronto alone, which gives me a chance to give some great shout-outs to our friends over at Guidestones, who just walked away with a Wicked Award this week.
Oh, fantastic.
Our friend Jason Lever, who does
Out with Dad. Yeah.
And my friend Mike Donis, who does Pete Winnan and the Pirates.
Yeah.
And it's just huge.
Space
right now.
Janitors
Yeah.
as well. I mean,
They're everywhere, and Toronto's huge for that, so this could be the way to go. And you're not confined
And you
to
can watch
language.
them everywhere
Yeah.
too.
You
And
can
you're not
watch them
confined to
everywhere, so you
language.
can't-
You can swear. You can do
Like
whatever
if you're
you
in
want.
France.
Puppets could have.
Hi, Audrey. No, I
And they just might.
It's like Meet the Feebles. I don't know if you've ever seen Meet the
Oh,
Feebles.
yes.
Peter Jackson's early
Yeah.
puppetry
Back
work.
in the day.
Yeah. Lots of sex.
Yeah. Well.
Was that the result of watching it? Or was that
No, in there.
Oh, okay.
There's, yeah, I don't know anywhere else you'll see. I think it's a Siamese cat giving a walrus pleasure. Yes, all puppets.
Huh. Huh.
So it's sex and violence.
I haven't seen that in years.
No.
I'm gonna have to go home and find that now. Just for that scene.
Walrus.
It's research.
Yeah.
That's.
Yeah, and it's also part of what we're trying to overcome is that say, oh, we're working with puppets, and they say, oh, my kids love puppets.
Yeah.
Well, but it's not.
Yeah.
It doesn't have.
It doesn't have to be. It is. You know, it's a storytelling technique from time immemorial, and it was. You know, it's a way of affecting people, and it works.
It's still yeah. I mean, works on me every
You love
time.
puppets too. You're just too adult to admit it.
That's right. You're too
Emotionally,
cool.
I'm 8.
Yeah, I love how a puppet can cut through all of that, though, and just kind of connect with your inner child, and
Exactly.
not just your inner child, but your imagination, and just get you to believe.
Exactly.
I'd quite happily talk to any of those guys who came out and just, and then I would blatantly ignore the two of you because I would be talking to the puppets.
And that's how it should work.
Yeah.
That's exactly how it
And
should.
that's the magic of it.
You don't even need us. Just the puppets.
Just the puppets.
That's it.
That's right.
That'd be awesome. So,
Go back to the bathroom.
threaten me some more, Lord Eek.
Maybe in the future you guys can invite Lord Eek or invite some of the, just the puppets.
We'd
Forget
love
about
to
us.
have the
The
puppets
thing
on.
is, we don't summon him.
That's true. You would have to summon us and say we're.
He'll let
ready
you know
for
when he
next
wants to
week.
come back.
Yeah.
Because the idea of a round table with a bunch of puppets,
And
wicked.
could have you guys down in the underworld.
Yeah. That would be fun.
Or to steal the phrase, that would be wicksome.
Just steal the phrase from yourself.
From myself.
You can't steal it from you.
It's a combination of wicked and awesome. It's wicksome. Use it. I love it.
But more importantly, go watch the
Yes,
teaser video.
like half a dozen times.
Yeah.
Get those views up because once you've watched it, you will realize it is as amazing as it looks. These guys are fantastic, and any chance we get
And
to.
probably you missed something the first time
Yeah.
through. You need to go back and watch it.
Because I'm sorry, who gets somebody gets like an elbow to
That
the
was,
face,
that was
right?
Frederick.
Oh yeah.
Frederick.
This is
And then he
Frederick. We
falls right
haven't.
over.
He's still. Yeah.
Frederick.
But he's got a kick-ass mustache.
He does. Yeah.
He looks very English, actually.
Yeah. He was Swinburne's father. He was in the play. This was how Swinburne remembered his father. So
Very
yeah,
proper.
he would Swinburne would relive his memories through hand puppets, and that was.
I do that with action figures.
It works.
It totally
It
does.
does.
Don't judge me.
No one is judging.
No.
In this room. Funny.
Watching you. So I want to watch it now. So
Okay.
hurry up. No, seriously.
We're working on it, and yeah, funding or no funding, we want to make this happen. So we're working on it, but it would be sure helpful.
Wixom.
It would be
Wixom to be able to have everyone paid.
Yeah.
Mary Krohnert said it. It's gonna rock the world now. Everybody's gonna be saying Wixom now.
Everybody knows I'm so cool.
Totally cool.
I'm Wixom.
See, it totally works. Wixom works.
So if you like fantasy, adventure, romance, and puppets,
And comedy.
and comedy, anything else?
Violence.
Violence,
mythology.
August in the Underworld.
Do
Please
it.
like us.
Yes, I think I think we liked it as soon as Anthony told me to, actually. And he said, "Go like my page." Done.
I think when Mark said August in the Underworld, I didn't even know what it was about. Okay.
But it sounds.
And I was going to be like, do you guys have a Twitter page? And I saw you had been like, I'm so excited to be working on that August series. So I'm like, there we go. Follow.
Which I need to do. That's the one part I've done the Facebook page I haven't followed yet. But
I
it's
need
so
an
good.
Instagram account. How cute would that be?
Oh my God,
You could
that
have
would be
little
fantastic.
Instagram puppet pictures.
Oh.
Like little behind the scenes.
I wonder, maybe
Claire
the
is-
characters should have Instagram.
Yes.
Claire is a serious photographer. She loves, and so there will be some terrific puppet shots. So yeah, we can certainly
Yeah,
still
that would
work
be
that
very
in.
cool. I mean, even just hints of stuff like character
Yeah.
development
Yeah.
or shot of the script. Can you make out that word right there? What's it say?
We're gonna have some fun.
Yeah, and I think that's the best part. I mean, not even from the watching it, but on the working it. Yes, it's work. It is work, but it can be so much fun.
It's the type of work that I can do 23 hours a day.
Yeah.
I
Like this.
need an hour for
You'll
something
have-
else.
when we get all those likes, you're gonna have to work that.
It's awesome.
But it is a great group of you. And unfortunately, Claire Francis Muir, my wife, and Lori Nancy Kalamansky weren't able to be here tonight. They are other members of our cast, and they're just fantastic. So
Maybe we'll get them all when we have like a big puppet
Once
round.
we figure
Could you
it
see?
out.
Could you imagine me and Sue right here and then just surrounded by puppets?
Well, then if we have the,
So
if we have the other ladies, the other
yeah,
ladies we could sing.
that's right.
And maybe even as a special, we could sing you the Vagina song. from Songbird.
I've just heard my new favorite song right there. I haven't even heard it, but I love the title.
I'll just leave it at that.
And we can bring the diagram.
Oh yeah.
Of course there's a diagram. Putting the whore in Wixom, that's our Mary Krohnert. See? That's love right there.
That is so awesome. Oh, I think I'm gonna leave it there, boys and girls. Mark, Ben, Mary, Anthony, wherever you are,
And Bonnie.
and Bonnie, our op. Wave to the webcam, Bonnie.
I'm busy.
Do it. It's awesome. Oh, this sounds like a passion project that I cannot wait to see to come to fruition because we will be there.
Excellent.
And anything
It's one of those
else?
things, because when the passion shows through, then other people
Yeah.
have to become
Oh,
passionate
totally.
about it as well.
Yeah.
No, we love it.
Yeah, and anything we can do to help you guys,
I'm a writer.
let us know,
Fantastic.
because we are all over this, because this is right up our alley.
Excellent.
Yeah,
Thank
so,
Thank you so
Mary,
much.
as always, thank you for coming back again. This is what, time number 3 for you. Does that mean you get like a hat or something? I don't know.
Do I?
Wow.
Where?
I've got a brown coat beanie in my bag, but it's so mine.
Maybe
You have
I'll
a
get
coffee
beer.
card?
I'll take some of these awesome vegan cupcakes.
There you go, Bonnie rules.
Wine Wheels leather jacket.
I haven't even got mine yet. Ryan.
I mean, for
Yeah.
For the vegan?
when I said leather,
It's leather. Leather.
Sponge rubber.
heather. I said heather.
The heather
Like made of heather.
jacket. Oh, okay, I'll take one of
It
those.
smell nice, but be really flammable.
Yeah.
Wixom. That's what it's called.
See?
It just is inflammable.
It's a really good word. Wixom. Wixom.
I'm a carne vegetarian.
This is never going to end if you don't kick us out. Of here.
All right,
I realize
fair enough.
that. We're very comfortable
Ben,
there.
it's very awesome. I just love archaeology first and then puppetry. That's, dude, you realize how cool you are in my book?
I know.
I don't even actually have a book, but if I did, you would be right there. That is fucking wicked. That's right, I can swear, it's the internet.
If only when you tell your parents or anybody that you're going from that to puppetry, there's not
Was
a
there
lot of
frowning?
celebration.
They did not.
You mean like you did in your room when you were a boy? That kind of thing? I got that
You
conversation.
know, everybody kind of goes puppetry and goes, "Aw," you know.
And then what are you going to do after school?
It's so
But you can
cool.
do web series with puppetry.
Yes, you can. That's
TV
right.
and movies and
Yeah,
theater
you can
and
do
everything.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because
Puppetry.
it is. It's an incredible talent.
Yeah.
I mean, people just think it's a matter of putting your hand up a puppet's
It's
bum.
not just
It's
wiggling
not.
dollies.
It's really
No.
not.
Yeah.
It's exhausting.
Yeah,
And I'm
it's-
not even at the,
Yeah.
Ben is level,
Yeah,
7th
it's
level.
so much more. I mean, I love all that behind the scenes stuff, so I keep learning stuff. Amazing. Amazing. Mark, I want to see that workshop, man. I really do.
Absolutely.
Pictures, something.
Well, I like
Featurettes.
the idea.
Set
Once
visit.
we've got the set visit, come on out.
Yeah.
We can hang out in the underworld.
Oh, totally.
Yeah.
Don't think we won't.
Uh,
Can't be anywhere between April 11th and 27th. I'm just saying.
That's fine. We'll
I'm
work
out of the
around.
country.
Whoa.
I am. I will be on a beach earning 20%. That's from Die Hard, just so you know.
I'm like, you're earning nothing.
No, I won't be earning anything. But yes, thank you all of you for coming in. Thank you to the puppets wherever
Thanks
they
for having
went.
us.
But,
Thank you.
Underworld.
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 oh, so much fun. But like I said, anything we can do, keep us in the loop because this is so our bag.
Excellent.
We love it.
Thanks for having us.
Oh,
Thank
man.
you for.
Thank you,
yeah.
guys.
And
And thank
Bob.
you, everyone out there.
Yeah, Bonnie, thank you for that. Turning my mic down on me, that's great. And everybody at home, please go watch this trailer. We're gonna, it will be on our Mind Reels page by the time this goes up. And if you can't find them on Facebook, watch it repeatedly. Tell your friends if you have friends. Tell your pets. Tell your families. Whatever. Sue.
I'm sure you have friends. I have no doubt. Everybody's got friends.
I've got
You have no doubt as friends?
Gwen Stefani.
Feel bad.
Wow. So Sue, not a
Now I'm
bad way.
impressed.
Not a bad way to end the week, though.
Not bad at all.
Not bad.
It's Friday.
It is Friday. It's yeah. Perfect place to wrap it up. It is Friday night. I think I'm gonna have a quick drink at the pub and call it a day.
Are you gonna have a watch when you do that?
Maybe. I feel very Marty McFly when I do that. So, on behalf of Smithy TV, we're going to say goodnight. For the Mind Reels, this is Tim and Sue. Thank you and good night.
Hi, I'm David Bronstein, king of late night TV. You know, I'm a TV guy. I produce infomercials. I book the airtime. But all the action has changed now. The world is topsy-turvy. The world's went upside down. Now, to market your product, to market your service, you got to produce videos and market them online. On all these social networking sites, the Facebooks, the Twitters, the MySpaces, the YouTubes, Funny Junk, E-Bombs World. These video sites are the new television networks online. And one day, you can upload your video online and get millions and millions of views. There are products and services making a fortune online, not on television anymore. They can't make any money on TV. They're all online and they're producing videos.